Welcome here out to John McBride Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's game 3 of a best-of-3 series. It's win or go home between the Richmond Jazz and Grand Lake Mariners. Hello, I'm Ryan Strovic, joined with my partner Stephen Morrison once again here tonight. Mariners victorious last night by a score of 8-1. They're forcing game 3. They're 2-0 in elimination games so far in the playoffs, looking to make it 3-0. We're here tonight in Richmond, Indiana for the final set. The winner going to take on the Lima Locos tomorrow night, 7:05 at Simmons Field. And here's the line in the first pitch, and that one is in there for a strike on Joe Wiles. 0-1 the count. Here's how the lineup shakes up for Grand Lake. Isles at third, batting first. Pat Reif batting second, DHing. The second pitch swung on. This one's lined in right center field. And over to make the catch is the right fielder, Jack Holden, for the first out of the inning. So 1 up, 1 gone here in the inning. Pat Reif coming to the plate. Following him, it's going to be Nate Osmo. He's at short. Nick Varda in the cleanup spot once again. He's in right field. Tucker Linder going to follow Varda. He's at first base. R.J. Williams batting 6. He's in left field. Cole Womack batting second. He's in the 7th spot. Tom Eslich behind the plate. He's going to be batting 8th. And rounding out the order in center field, it's Stephen Fitzsimmons. So 1 gone here, top half of the first inning. And the wind and the first pitch to Patrick Reif is in there for a strike, 0-1. On the mound tonight for the Richmond Jazz, it's Adam Schmidt. He stands at 6'1", 210 from Concordia University. Here's the next pitch. That one bounces at the feet of Patrick Reif. 1-1 the count. In the regular season, 2-3 record, 5.22 ERA. He made 9 appearances for the Richmond Jazz, 6 starts. Did have a shutout in 41 in a third inning, and Reif is going to lace a single into right field. Get the Mariners' first hit and base runner of the game. So runner on first, 1 gone, and Nate Osmo comes to the plate. Schmidt, 24 strikeouts, 17 walks, and 49 hits allowed on the season as well. His last outing for Schmidt was July 29th at Southern Ohio. Went 3 innings, only allowed 1 run on 3 hits, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. Here's Nate Osmo. The pitch is up high, 1-0. Schmidt comes set from the stretch. The next pitch is up high and inside, 2-0 the count. The Mariners looking to avoid elimination for the third game this week. They won against Southern Ohio on Tuesday, and they won yesterday to avoid going home both those days. That one's popped up, shallow center field. Going back on it, making the catch, Jordan Gillerman. He's going to make a basket style, and there's 2 gone now in the inning. So Nick Varda comes to the plate. He's been swinging the bat pretty well of lately. He's in the cleanup spot. Was the hero on Tuesday with the 3-run home run. Last night he went 2 for 4 at the plate with a pair of singles. Here's the pitch. That one's high and away. 1-0. Schmidt comes set. Reif takes his lead off first. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one is in there for a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1. That one high and away. It's a 3-1 count on Varda. Schmidt going to look to come back. Tucker Linder is the man on deck. If Varda were to reach base here. The 3-1 pitch swung on a miss. Full count. So with the next pitch, Patrick Reif going to get a head start. Could see a throw over, though, from Schmidt before the pitch. A pause. Reif takes off the pitch, fouled off. Out of play. Yeah, it moves. The 3-2. Third base crowd just not into it just yet. They need some innings to warm up.
Yep, give it some time.
Remember, as the payoff pitch once more, Varda lines this one left center field, going back on it. This is a way back. This one's going to get all the way to the wall. Pat Reif coming around third on his way home, and the Mariners are going to take a 1-0 lead here in the top half of the first inning. Nick Varda, RBI double to left center field. And the Mariners on top 1-0. So Nick Varda continues his hot ways at the plate. Laces a RBI double to left field. Here's the first pitch to Linder. It's high and away. 1-0. The next pitch in there for a strike. Evens count up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 gone. Top half the first inning. Schmidt on the mound for the Richmond Jazz. He comes set. Here's the pitch. That's high and away. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, swung on, popped up, foul territory, out of play, right-hand side. It's a 2-2 count on the Mariner first baseman. So far in the playoffs, Tucker Linder 3 for 12 with an RBI. Runner on second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. Deuces are wild here on the scoreboard. The 2-2. Jacked his swing, but he held up. And a ball in the dirt. Full count. R.J. Williams would be the next batter if Linder could get on base here. We'll have a new ball thrown out to the pitcher. That one was initiated by the home plate umpire, I think. Not many times you see the home plate umpire issuing for a new ball, but just saw one right there. As Schmidt now comes set with the payoff pitch. That one swung on, that one's hit well to the right-hand side. Out of play, though. That one carried a lot more than it looked like. Count remains 3-2. There's the next pitch. That one bounces to the plate. Varda taking off for third. Kroll coming up. He's not going to be able to get Varda. Varda moves on to third. Linder on down to first base. So runners on the corners. 2 going. R.J. Williams to the plate. Good jump right there from Nick Varda. Looking at that one all the way. R.J. Williams comes to the plate. A first pitch to Williams is outside. 0-1 count. Or 1-0 count. R.J. Williams 1 for 9 in the playoffs. RBI to his name, too. That one swung on. That one's lined into left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Another run's going to come in to score. So R.J. Williams with an RBI single. And Mariners are on top 2-0 now here in the top half of the first inning. So 2 runs coming in to score. Cole Womack comes in to the plate at second base for Grand Lake tonight. Here's the first pitch. That one is inside, 1-0. Tucker Linder at first, Tucker Linder at second, R.J. Williams is at first. 2 gone, top half the first inning. Womack swings and misses at that pitch. Evens the count up at 1-1. Womack 4 for 11 here in the playoffs with 2 RBIs, and he's resuming the second base role after Buckman went down in one of the last games of the regular season. As the next pitch is up high, 2-1. But from what we have heard, we've heard good news from Buckman's camp. Better than what we expected. Now here's the 2-1 pitch. Allen's down low, 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 gone. The pitch. Over for a strike, full count. The runners will be off on the next pitch. Schmidt comes set. The pitch. That's one chopped to short. Gillerman up with it. The throw on to first. In time, it beats Womack by a step or 2. It ends the inning. The Mariners strike first here in the top half of the first inning. They're up 2-0. Jazz coming about when we come back. You're listening and watching Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. Back here at John McBride Stadium in Richmond, Indiana, the Mariners are on top 2-0 over the Richmond Jazz in Game 3 of the semifinal matchup. It's win or go home for both squads. Mariners playing from in front here today. Here's how the Richmond Jazz lineup is going to look tonight. Mitch Wilson, he's going to lead things off. He's at second base. Jordan Gillerman, he's at short. He'll be batting second. Andrew Check in the 3 spot tonight. He's at first base. Bill Kroll behind the plate in the cleanup hole. Eric Connor in center field. He'll be batting 5th. Jordan Stacy at third base. He'll be batting 6th. Jack Holden in right field, batting 7th. Chase DeBono DHing tonight. He'll be in the 8th spot. And in left field, it's Brad Burkholder. He'll be rounding out the order. So Mitch Wilson comes to the plate. The first pitch is a ball. 1-0 pitch. Swung on. Sounds like a broken bat over to Linder. He's going to flip on to Derek Martin. And there's one gone in the inning. So 1 up, 1 down. And Jordan Gillerman, the shortstop, going to come to the plate. Oh, Derek, a teammate of yours, what's the scouting report on him?
Derek's like a fastball. He's got a lot of cutting movement, so his ball does a lot of different things really late, so that's his deceptiveness. He's got a good changeup, and then he's been throwing a curveball and a slider this summer, so that's what you'll see today.
There's the first pitch that's in there for a strike to Jordan Gillerman, 0-1.
Derek's coming back from Tommy John surgery, and his arm's been getting stronger throughout this entire summer.
The 0-1 popped up out of play, 0-2. That's what you want to hear, Tommy John, and back out there and doing a good job for the Mariners here this summer. Here's the line, the 0-2 pitch. Outside, didn't miss by much, 1-2. Line, the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Gillerman staying alive, just getting a piece of that one. Swinging. And praying for dear life that he gets the bat on the ball. Decent amount of Mariner fans making the trip here to possibly watch Grand Lake move on to take their rivals, the Lima Locos. This one swung on it pretty well out to center field. But Fitzsimmons takes a couple of steps back, makes the catch, 2 gone in the inning. Andrew Check comes to the plate. He's at first base, usually the cleanup hitter for the Richmond Jazz, but they did lose a player today as he has left the team. I think personal matters, but there's third baseman Sapik is gone as the first pitch to Check, 0-1, so bumping up Check and Kroll in the order. 1 spot. No balls, 1 strike, 2 gone. Here's the next pitch. That one swung on, rounded foul down the first baseline. 0-2 count. 2 runs for Grand Lake in the top half of the first inning. They lead it 2-0 here. The line, the 0-2 pitch. That one bounces at the plate. 1-2. The line, the 1-2 pitch, swung on, grounded to second. Womack, it goes right under his legs and into center field. And E4 keeps the inning alive. Check down at first base. Womack tried to backhand that one, but the ball just went right under the glove, trying to maybe expect a hop, but did not get one. And the inning stays alive. Bill Kroll, the catcher, comes to the plate. So inning stays alive. Martin going to have to work out of it. He's going to go for the stretch for the first time here today. Works from the right-hand side of the rubber. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, fouled straight back. Count goes to 0-1. The Jazz won on Wednesday by 6-5 in the bottom half of the 8th inning. They score that game-winning run. That one swung on. That one's popped up right field. Foul territory. Varda looking at this one, and he's going to come in and make the catches. That one hangs up there long enough. We go to the top half of the second inning. After 1 complete inning, Mariners lead it 2-0. You're listening and watching Grand Lake Mariner Baseball. Don't go anywhere. We go here, bottom or top half of the second inning, excuse me. Mariners lead it 2-0 after 2 runs in the top half of the first inning. It's going to be Eslich, Fitzsimmons, then we'll go back to the top of the order. So Tom Eslich comes to the plate. He's behind the dish for the Mariners. Here's the first pitch to him. That one's down and away, 1-0. Mariners collect 2 runs in the top half of the first inning. RBI double by Nick Varda, and then an RBI single from R.J. Williams as Eslich swings and misses at that pitch. 1-1. Good to see the Mariners jump out to an early lead here in an elimination game. Here's the next pitch. That one's inside. 2-1. Two balls, one strike. The line, the pitch. Swung on a miss. 2-2. Looks like he went back inside. The pitch before was inside as well to Eslich. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's been swinging it pretty well for the Mariners here lately. That one swung on. That one is blooped into right field. That one's going to get down for a base hit. Oh, a leadoff single for Tom Eslich, and now Stephen Fitzsimmons going to come to the plate. Fitzsimmons in center field for the Mariners, where he's played pretty much all season, except for about 3 or 4 games where he got the night off, and R.J. Williams was in center field. That one swung on, grounded to Gillerman at short. They go to second for 1. The throw on to first, not going to be in time. Fitzsimmons beats it out. Fielder's choice. So 1 gone in the inning. And we go back to the top of the order, Joe Isles. He flew out to right field in his first at-bat. So Joe Isles to the plate, runner on first, 1 gone. Third baseman playing even with the bag. Well, infield double play depth. The first pitch to Isles is up high, 1-0. Next pitch in there for a strike. Evens the count up at 1-1. The pause to the 1-1 pitch, up high, 2-1. So Mariners looking to advance to the championship for the first time since 2006 when they were the GLSCL champions. The next pitch in there for a strike, evens the count up at 2-2. So the Mariners, they finished at 20-19 in the regular season and went on to win the league. So looking at a possibly repeat that scenario here as that one swung on up the middle. Gillerman grabs it, flips it with his glove. The throw on to first, not going to be in time, but man, was that a beautiful force out at second base. Gillerman flipped it to Mitch Wilson at second. Wilson caught it barehanded, but Isles' speed proves too much. Another fielder's choice. There's 2 gone in the inning. As Pat Wright comes to the plate. Singled, came around to score in his first at-bat. Schmidt comes set. Here's the pitch. Isles takes off. That one swung on left center field. That's going to get down in the gap. Isles around second. He's on his way to third. Coach O'Neill waving him in. On the throw is cut off. The throw to the plate is not in time as Joe Isles runs into the first base umpire. It's 3-0 Grand Lake. Rule that an RBI double for Pat Reif. Mariners on top 3-0 here. So Joe Isles comes in to score all the way from first base. And what seemed to be a hit and run that worked to perfection. 5 hits already for Grand Lake. Nate Osmo coming to the plate.
Well, it looks like Pat's back after being off a a couple days with a hamstring.
That's definitely a good sign to see if you're Grand Lake. So Nate Osmo to the plate. He popped out to short his first time up. That one swung and grounded foul. So 0-1 count on Nate Osmo. Runner on second, 2 gone, 3-0. Grand Lake leads it. Schmidt comes set. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1-1. The 1-1 count outside, 2-1. Richmond in their second year of the GLSCL and looking to advance to their first championship. They did not have a pretty record last year, but turned it around this year. Here's the next pitch, swung on and missed, 2-2. Rife down at second. He hit home aisles. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. The pitch down in the dirt. Good block right there from Kroll behind the plate. And it's a full count now on Nate Osmo. So Rife can stay put at second base. Doesn't need to be taken off on the pitch. No one going to be chasing him from behind. Schmidt looks on. And Kroll behind the plate. LaPause. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. That ends the inning here in the top half of the second inning. Mariners get another run and an RBI double from Pat Rife. We go to the bottom half of the second inning. 3-0. Grand Lake leads it here. You're listening and watching Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. Back here, bottom half the second inning. First pitch is outside to Eric Connor. It's going to be Eric Connor, Jordan Stacy, and Jack Holden here for the Richmond Jazz. 3-0. Grand Lake leads it here in Game 3 of the best of 3 series. The next pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Martin kicks back the pitch. That one swung, and that one's hit right back up the middle for a base hit. So Richmond Jazz get their first hit of the game here in the bottom half of the second inning. Off the bat of Eric Connor, and now Jordan Stacy, he's at third base for Richmond today. Comes to the plate. Mariners get a run here in the top half of the second off an RBI double from Pat Rife. Eric Martin on the mound. A pitch, outside corner, called a strike, 0-1. The next pitch swung on. That one's down the third base line. It is a foul ball. Wow, that one just hit inside or outside the white chalk down the third base line. Count goes to 0-2 on Stacy. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first, no one gone. Bottom half of the second inning. Martin comes set the pitch. That one swung and that one's punched into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. The runner from first on his way for the third and on his way to second. The throw into second base is going to be hopped in there, and it's going to be a double for Jordan Stacy. Runners on second and third now with no one gone for the Richmond Jazz. After going pretty quietly in the bottom half of the first inning, the Jazz come out swinging here in the bottom half of the second inning. Back-to-back base hit. Jack Holden, the right fielder, comes to the plate. Martin comes set. Here's the first pitch to Holden. That one's grounded down the first base line, but ends up kicking foul. 0-1 count. Runners at third and second. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one swung on, flied out to left field. Jay Williams catching it. Now he drops the ball on the transfer. The runner from second on his way to the third. And I think they're saying it was a catch. So Holden is going to be out at second. It looked like it was on the transfer for R.J. Williams. So rule it a sac fly RBI for Jack Holden. The Jazz get on the board. It's a 3-1 ball game. I think that was the correct call there. It looked like R.J. Williams had the catch. Then when he tried to go from glove to hand, he fell out of his possession. So a run scores, and the other runner moves up to third with 1 gone. Here's the pitch. That one's outside. 1-0 count. Chase the bonus. The designated hitter comes to the plate. There's the next pitch. That one swung on. That one's lined over the head of Nate Osmo into center field. Another run's going to come in to score. RBI single for Chase DeBonis. It's a 3-2 ball game. So Jazz, after the Mariners open up with 3 runs to begin the ball game, answer right back with 2 of their own here in the bottom half of the second inning. Brad Burkholder comes to the plate now. 5'9", 175, goes to Urbana University, hometown, Newark, Ohio. And it's also the town of the Licking County Settlers. That pitch up high, 1-0. Runner on first, 1 gone. 3-2 is our score here. Here's the next pitch. That one popped up. Foul territory, left-hand side. This one is going to not be cut. Stays in play, but it would have been a tough play for anybody. That hit off the fence and then fell in fair territory. The count goes to 1-1. One ball, one strike, one gone. Here's the next pitch. In there for a strike. Martin ahead now, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch swung on. Sky high in the infield. Osmo under it, makes the catch. 2 go. And we go back to the top of the order now. Mitch Wilson comes to the plate. Grounded out to first. And his first at bat. The inning started with back-to-back hits by Eric Connor and Jordan Stacy. They both come around to score. One comes around on a sac fly from Jack Holden. Another on an RBI single from Chase DeBonis. DeBonis down at first with 2 gone. It's a 3-2 ball game. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a strike, 0-1. Winner today, plays tomorrow at Lima. 7:05 first pitch championship series here in the GLSCL. Here's the next pitch. That one's outside, 1-1. It is a brisk night here. As here's the next pitch. That one outside, 2-1. Feels more like fall temperatures than summertime temperatures. It's August 4th, people, and it's only about 69 degrees. The next pitch swung on a miss, 2-2. This weather's got to be way different than it is in Louisiana right now. I'm telling you that much.
Yeah, this is very cold for August 4th, in my opinion. We're all wearing jackets and hoodies today to the ballpark.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one swung on. Fly out left field. R.J. Williams over to his right. Makes the catch. Inning over. Richmond comes back with 2 of their own runs here in the bottom half of the second inning. It's a 3-2 ball game here in Game 3 of the semifinal matchup between the Grand Lake Mariners and Richmond Jazz. You're listening to Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. We go to the top half, third inning, 3-2, Grand Lake on top of the Richmond Jazz, and it's Nick Vorta to the plate. He likes the RBI double, an RBI double his last time up. So you get the Mariners on the board first. Here's the next pitch. That one looks like it's up high, 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Varda looked like he was taking all the way right there. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. Usually looking for your pitch right there. It's hitting 2-0, and pitcher's got to throw you one unless he wants to go down 3-0. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one is down low. 3-1. The next pitch on the outside part of the plate. Full count here on Nick Varda. The payoff pitch inside. Varda heads down to first base with a leadoff walk. Tucker Linder now going to come to the plate. Jim Wilkerson warming up in the bullpen for Grand Lake. Don't know the reasoning quite yet. See if he comes on.
It's probably just in case. Both teams have both warmed up their bullpens. Do or die. You never know what's going to happen.
3 balls, 2 strikes, or no, excuse me, 0-1 count on Tucker Linder. The scoreboard just got updated. That's my fault. Varda down at first base. Linder to the plate. He's walked his first time up. The next pitch, that one's in the other's batter's box. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch swung on, fouled off, right-hand side, out of play. One and two. The pause, the 1-2 pitch. That one bounces into the plate. 2-2. Varda down at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top half the third inning. No one gone here. Here's the next pitch. That one swung on that one's legs. Right back up the middle for a base hit for Tucker Linder. So Tucker Linder collects the 6th hit of the day for Grand Lake. And R.J. Williams comes to the plate. RBI single his last time up. So R.J. Williams to the plate with runners on second and first and no one gone. Wouldn't be surprised to see a bunt here from the left fielder as that pitch down and away. 1-0 count. Coach likes to play small ball, and R.J. Williams a pretty good bunter, so he could beat it out as well. So wouldn't be the worst opportunity for a bunt right here.
Wouldn't be surprised if Coach O'Neill gave the bunt sign right here.
Here's the next pitch. That one is up high, 2-0, and so far R.J. Williams has not squared around. As Check is in front of the base runner at first. The third baseman, Stacy, is even with the bag. Here's the next pitch. R.J. swings at it, pops it up. Foul territory, left-hand side. The shortstop, Gillerman, calls for it. Catches it just inside the ball diamond. One gone. So surprising move right there. R.J. Williams swinging away. And now Cole Womack comes to the plate. So one gone, and then Cole Womack to the plate. He grounded out to short his first time at bat. Schmidt comes set. Here's the pitch. That one check swing. He looked like he went around. They appeal down to first base, but I think the home plate umpire said he went around it. Anyways, so the count moves to 0-1. Florida at second, Linder at first. Here's the next pitch. That one is brought back in by Kroll. Called a strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Called strike three in the outside part of the plate where Kroll was set up. Cole Womack talking to the home plate umpire asking if that was really on the outside part of the plate. But back-to-back outs now from Schmidt. And now Tom Eslich comes to the plate. He's got a single into right field his last time up. He's been really coming along here in the playoffs after struggling in the regular season, doing pretty well here in the playoffs for Grand Lake.
Seems like each game he's been getting better throughout the playoffs.
Here's the first pitch. That one is up high. 1-0. We saw him hit one hopper to the fence. It would be his first extra base hit of the year, and really got a hold of that one on Wednesdays. The pitch, next pitch inside, it's 2-0.
Yeah, into left field, this place seems like it plays pretty deep, and there's one hopper on the warning track to the fence.
Schmidt comes set, 2-0 count. Here's the next one. That one's high and inside, 3-0. Steve Simmons is on deck. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 gone. Top half, third inning, 3-2. Grand Lake leads it. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That one misses for a ball. So Eslich reaches with a 2-out walk. Bases now loaded for Grand Lake, and Steven Fitzsimmons comes to the plate. He grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up. So Fitzsimmons to the plate. Runners at every base. Here's the pitch. That is low. 1-0. Florida at third, Linder at second, Eslich at first. 3 runs on 6 hits for the Mariners, 2 runs on 3 hits for Richmond. Here's the line, the pitch. That one swung on, fouled straight back. Count goes to 1-1. Slow windup from Schmidt right here. Saw who was that? I think it was Southern Ohio, where pitcher was in the windup and he stole home. As that one swung on left center field. Over to make the catch. That one hangs up there just long enough for Connor to make the catch. And we'll go to the bottom half of the third inning. Mariners on top, 3-2. You're listening and watching Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. we're on to the bottom half of the third inning, and we already have a call to the bullpen as Jim Wilkerson coming in to pitch in relief of Derek Merton. We're not sure what happened to Derek, if something's wrong with his arm or not, but I don't know.
We could be trying to get as many arms in today as possible. You never know.
Yeah, you do never know. So Jim Wilkerson on the mound. He's a right-hander from Old Dominion University. He is actually 26 years old. He served 4 years in the Marines, so we salute Jim for his service. Brother Doc on the team as well. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a strike to Jordan Gillerman. Going to Gillerman, check, and Kroll here for the Richmond Jazz. 3-2. Grand Lake leads it. Wilkerson comes set. Here's the 0-1. Swung on a missed. 0-2. Pretty good friends with Jim. Do you have a scouting report on him?
Well, I played 1 year of junior college baseball with Jim, and Jim's predominantly a slider guy. He's been working on a changeup this summer, so we'll see what he does.
That one outside. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Jordan Gillerman leading things off for Richmond. Here's the next pitch. That one swung on. That one's fouled off. Out of play. Now it moves to 1-2. A pause. The 1-2 pitch popped him up on the infield near the mound. Cole Womack calls for it, makes the catch. One gone. Andrew Scheck now comes to the plate. He reached on an error back in the first inning. Up here again in the bottom half of the third inning. Something I noticed after the Mariners get an out, they really don't throw the ball away or around. Is that just something Coach O'Neill doesn't like to see, or are you just trying to speed up the ball game as fast as you can?
Coach O'Neill's about pace of play, and he doesn't want us throwing the ball around after a strikeout or, fly out or ground out, anything like that. It's just about pace of play, trying to worry about the game and worrying about getting the batter after every pitch.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's outside. 1-1. Jim Wilkerson on the mound. Comes set. Here's the next pitch. That one's inside. 2-1. Next pitch swung on, and that one is line foul down the right field line. Evens count up at 2 apiece. Winner will take on Lima, like I said before, and then they'll play a home game on Sunday, and if Game 3 necessary, they'll play at Lima again. The next pitch, called, strike 3 on the inside corner. Check not happy with the call. 2 gone. First strikeout for Wilkerson. And now Bill Kroll, the catcher for the Richmond Jazz, comes to the plate. Flew out to right field his first time up. Wilkerson comes set. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, grounded to Isles. Oh, and it takes a wicked hop, and that one gets into left field. Oh, my. So the inning stays alive. Isles was right there, and then at the last moment, it just hopped right over his head. Oh, ruled out a base hit for Bill Kroll. There was really nothing Isles could have done there to stop that baseball.
Yeah, it's just an unfortunate bounce right there. Nothing he could do to get in front of that ball or anything.
Thrown at first, 2 gone. Eric Connor, the center fielder, comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. Here's the pitch. That one off the end of the bat. It looks like it's going to spin foul, though. It goes 0-1. I don't know when it was, but it had to be maybe a couple of years back. But someone in the major leagues hit a ball off the end of the bat. It was foul, and then it ended up spinning back fair. It was a pretty crazy play.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just don't know who that was on
Yeah.
that team. Yeah, I know. You'll see that a lot on turf fields, is that you get that crazy spin and it'll work its way back into fair territory.
Now here's the 0-1 pitch. That one outside off the glove of Veslich. He hustles to get to it. Kroll stays right where he's at, but count moves to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 gone. Bottom half of the third inning, 3-2. Grand Lake on top. Wilkerson comes set. Here's the pitch. That's down and away. 2-1. Decisive game 3 here at McBride Stadium in Richmond, Indiana. The next pitch swung on a miss. He got him chasing outside. 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. Deuces are wild here on the scoreboard. Wilkerson comes set. Here's the 2-2. That's up high. It's a full count, and Kroll going to be taken off on the next pitch. A pause, the 3-2, Kroll off and running, and the pitch swung on and missed. He gets counter to end the bottom half of the third inning. No runs on 1 hit, 1 man left on. We go to the top half of the fourth inning. Grand Lake leads at 3-2. You're watching Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. We're here in the top half of the fourth inning. 3-2 Grand Lake leads it. Here's the first pitch to Joe Isles. That one swung on. That one's hit deep into center field. Back goes Connor. Keeps going back and it makes the makes the catch right before the track. He gave it a pretty good ride, but that's pretty deep if you want to hit one out here to center field. 4-0-2. As Isles flies out for out number 1. Got a good piece of that one, though.
Yeah, that ball was well struck. Off the bat, I thought I had a chance, but this plays pretty deep in center field.
Yeah, 323 down the left field line, 375 to left center, 402 to center, and 311 to right field. Pat Wright comes to the plate. He's 2 for 2. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. He singled, came around to score in the first, and an RBI double his last time up at the plate. Grand Lake on top 3-2 against the Richmond Jazz in the final game of a best-of-3 series. Here's the next pitch. That one's flied out to left center field. Connor going back, and he's going to have enough time to make the catch. 2 gone in the inning, so 2 flyouts to center field as there's 2 gone. And Nate Osmo steps to the plate. And Osmo 0 for 2, struck out swinging in his last at bat, popped out to short in his first at bat. Here's the pitch. That one swung on skied high, and that one's going to get out of play. Count goes to 0-1. It's an 0-1 count on Nate Osmo. Here's the pitch. That's up high. 1-1. Two outs here in the top half of the fourth inning. As Schmidt-Lyons delivers, the 1-1 pitch is outside. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch swung on, fouled away. 2-2 the count on Nate Osmo. Just the third base crowd just not into it tonight. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, they must. Some of the people that were here on, what was that, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah, they must not have showed up tonight. Still got a good crowd over there, though.
Yes, they do. Here's the 2-2 to Nate Osmo. That one swung on off the end of the bat. Check backhands it. Now he's going to race Osmo to the bag, and he's going to beat him. 1-2-3 go Grand Lake here in the top half of the fourth inning. We go to the bottom half of the fourth. 3-2. The Mariners lead it. You're listening and watching Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. They're back here, bottom half of the fourth inning. 3-2. Grand Lake leads it. Jim Wilkerson on the mound. And he's going to face Jordan Stacy, Jack Holden, and Chase the bonus here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Stacy RBI, or no, not an RBI, but a double and a run scored his last time up. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he hit him. Not the way Wilkerson wanted to start the bottom half of the fourth inning by hitting Stacy. There's a runner at first. Now to begin the bottom half of the fourth inning, Jack Holden comes to the plate. He had a sacrifice fly his last time up. So you know that we've talked about that stat before. 80% of walks come into score. Does that you think that includes hit by pitches?
That's a good question. I don't know.
That pitch swung on and missed. 0-1.
I don't know if hit by pitches are involved in that statistic, but all it takes is one pitch to get out of that statistic flaw, I guess you would say.
I guess
you
so.
get a double play on the next pitch, it wouldn't be bad.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one swung on. That one's hit out to center field. Fitzsimmons racing over, makes the catch, and there's one gone.
I know this spring at ULM we got a chart at the beginning of the fall and it talked about the percentages of runners scored with the certain out and what base they are. So it's interesting when you look into all that stuff, knowing the different percentages and all that.
A one gone, chase the bonus. RBI single his last time up, takes a strike there. Count goes to 0-1. Orin Stacy at first base. He was hit by a pitch. It's 3-2, Grand Lake. Wilkerson comes set. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. 0-2. Slider backed up. The bonus right there. And now he's going to have to battle. Down 0-2. Next one swung on and just trying to stay alive is DeBonis. He gets a piece of it. Still an 0-2 count. That one swung on a miss. He got him and chased one outside the zone. Third strikeout from Wilkerson out of the pen. And there's two gone now in the inning. And Brad Burkholder comes to the plate. He popped out to short his last time up. So two gone, runner on first, bottom half of the fourth inning. Wilkerson looks in, now comes set. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, grounded to Isles at third. He comes up with it, goes to second with it. Womack catches it, touches the bag, and ends the inning. We go to the top half of the fifth inning. You're listening and watching Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. We go to the fifth inning, 3-2. Grand Lake leads it. Game 3 of a best-of-3 series. Winner takes on Lima in the championship series. I'm Ryan Schrobeck, joined with my partner Stephen Morrison here in the broadcast booth tonight. As going to lead things off for Grand Lake here in the top half of the fifth inning. It's Nick Vorta. He's 1 for 1 at the plate. RBI double in the first, walked in the third. Here's the first pitch to Vorta. He swings and fouls this one off out of play. It's an 0-1 count. Mariners score 3 in the first 2 frames of the game. The Jazz get their 2 in the bottom half of the second inning. Here's the next pitch to Varda. That's in there for a strike, and now he's in the hole, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. As the next pitch misses, 1-2. That one swung. That one's down the first base line, but it's snagged right there by Andrew Check, laying close to that line. And now there's one gone. The check playing really close to that line down the first base side of things. And normally that may get down there for a double, but check right there to make the play.
Marta's been seeing the ball really well. That ball is pieced up right there.
First pitch to Linder is a ball, 1-0. Linder 1 for 1 at the plate, walked in the first and singled in the third. Next one bounces, 2-0. The count on Tucker Linder. The 2-0 swung on. This one's hit out to right field. Going back on the right field. He's not going to catch that one. That one hops the wall. Linder around first, on his way to second, and he's going to be in there with a stand-up double. So go in opposite field. Tucker Linder likes this a double. Stops the streak of 5 straight retired by Schmidt. And now R.J. Williams comes to the plate. Williams 1 for 2 at the plate. RBI single in the first. Popped out to short his last time up. So Linder at second. 3-2. Grand Lake leads it here in the ballgame. Lights are on at McBride Stadium. Schmidt comes set, looks at second now, hurls home. That one high and away. 1-0.
You know, last time we were talking about RJ laying down a bunt as a sacrifice bunt. Third baseman's playing pretty deep. Wouldn't be surprised if he does it, but I don't know.
Here's the 1-0 count, and just like you said, he bunts it, but he bunts it back in a. That's a foul ball, 1-1. So, wow, look at you predicting things before they happen right there.
That was a good guess right there.
Play the lottery anytime soon?
I'm going to say no.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 gone, and that third baseman's still pretty far back. Now he's creeping in. Here's the next pitch. Williams takes. It's a ball. Count goes to 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 gone. Linder at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped him up, foul territory, and this one is going to be out of play. Evens count up at 2-2.
You know, I'm just thinking that left field line might not be as crazy, you know, due to the weather. It was a nice night last Wednesday or on Wednesday. It's kind of chilly out here. Might have stayed at home.
They might have. It's a good thought. It is pretty chilly out here. Here's the 2-2. Swung on. This one's right back to the pitcher. Schmidt gathers it, flips on to check at first. Well, meanwhile, Linder going all the way to from second to third. So now there's 2 gone. Runner on third. Cole Womack comes to the plate. 0 for 2 on the night. Grounded out to short in the first. Struck out looking his last time up.
Yeah.
Cole Womack to the plate. Here's the pitch. That one swung on. That one is lined into left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. A run's going to come in to score. Mariners now up 2 off the RBI single from Cole Womack. So Tucker Linder comes in to score. It's a 4-2 ball game here in the top half of the 5th inning. Tom Eslich coming to the plate. He's 1 for 1, singled in the second, walked in the third. Oh, Cole Womack at first base. Collects his first hit of the game, the 8th for Grand Lake here today.
Seems like since the beginning of the playoffs that the bottom of the order has been the most productive of the lineup.
Here's the pitch. That's up high. It's 1-0 on Tom Eslich. I'm set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Eslett swings. This one's popped up just on the infield. Gillerman catches it to end the inning. But an RBI single from Cole Womack. And the Mariners get a run here in the top half of the 5th inning. They now lead it 4-2. You're listening and watching Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. They go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. 4-2. Grand Lake leads it. Cole Womack adds one to the scoreboard for the Mariners off an RBI single to bring in Tucker Linder. Mitch Wilson going to lead things off. He's at the top of the order. 1, 2, 3. Going to bat for the Richmond Jazz here. Wilson 0 for 2. Flew out to left. And the second rounded out to first in the first. Wilkerson comes set. Here's the pitch. That one over for a strike. 0-1. And he can join us tonight up here high in Richmond, Indiana. That one swung on, grounded down the first base line, but foul. Wilkerson gets ahead 0-2. Mariners looking to advance to the championship series with a win here today. Nothing into the count on Jim Wilkerson, or on Mitch Wilson. Here's the pitch. That's outside. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no one gone. Bottom half of the 5th inning. 4-2. Grand Lake leads it. Here's the next pitch. That one swung on and missed. Wilson is retired for out number 1. Make that the 4th strikeout for Jim Wilkerson. And Jordan Gillerman comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Flew out to center in the first, popped out to second in the third. Wilkerson comes set. Here's the pitch. That one swung on. That one's hit pretty high and well out to left field, but R.J. Williams takes a couple steps in and then retreats, makes the catch. And there's 2 gone now in the inning. 2 gone. Andrew Check going to come to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Reached down an error in the first, struck out looking in the third. 2 gone here, bottom half of the 5th inning. 4-2. Grand Lake leads it. Wilkerson comes set. Here's the pitch. That one is down and in. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch Outside corner called a strike. Check thought about swinging, but he held it up, but still caught the outside part. Evens it up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 gone. Applause to the pitch. That one swung on. That one's hit pretty well. Left center field. Going back on it, R.J. Williams, and he makes the catch right in front of the track. And he chucks it in, but there's 3 down. The Jazz go in order here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 4-2. Grand Lake leads it. You're listening and watching Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. We go to the top of the 6th. Stephen Fitzsimmons going to lead things off here for the Mariners. 4-2, Grand Lake leads it. And a decisive Game 3 of the semifinals of the GLSCL. The next pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. Schmidt winds, delivers. Here's the 1-1, and that one's inside. 2-1.
Looks like Richmond is getting their bullpen warm.
It does indeed, and now here's the 2-1 to Fitzsimmons. That one bounces, and now it's a 3-1 count on Stephen Fitzsimmons. Out here in Richmond, Indiana, on a what feels more like a football type of weather atmosphere than a summer league baseball game. Well, we are playing here in the semifinal matchup. That pitch called a strike in the outside part of the plate. Now it's a full count for Stephen Fitzsimmons. But I don't think the players are complaining. It's a good temperature to be playing some baseball. Not too hot, and really it's not all that cold. That one swung on. That one's hit pretty well into right field, and that one's going to drop for a base hit. So leadoff single for Stephen Fitzsimmons here in the top half of the 6th inning, as Joe Wiles comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3 tonight. He flew out to center field his last time up. So 4-2, Grand Lake leads it. Runner on first, no one gone here in the top half of the 6th inning. Schmidt comes set. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and he popped him up. Going to stay on the infield, and the third baseman, Stacy's going to make the catch. So there's one gone in the inning, and Pat Reif comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Runner at first, one gone. Reif walking to the plate. Rife to the plate. Schmidt comes set. Fitzsimmons takes off the pitch in the other batter's box to throw down to second. Oh, wow, that was a good throw, but not in time. Fitzsimmons steals a base. Good throw right there from Kroll, but I think with the ball being to the left-hand side, it kind of slowed him down a little bit. Might have had Fitzsimmons there.
Yeah, Fitzsimmons had a good jump on that ball right there and just barely beat it.
1-0 count on Rife. Runner on second now. Here's the pitch. That one is in there for a strike. 1-1. One ball, one strike. Here's the next pitch. Outside. 2-1. Here's the next pitch. That's inside. 3-1. Fitzsimmons down at second base. He reached on a single, then stole. Now Rife to the plate. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That one swung on. That one's grounded to short. Gillerman up with it. Fitzsimmons back to second to throw on to first. And plenty of time. 2 gone. Going to bring up to the plate now, Nate Osmo. He's 0 for 3. Grounded out to first his last time up. Schmidt is at 107 pitches now. So, got to believe this is his last batter, if anything.
Well, for sure it should be his last inning. 109 pitches, you said?
7.
7?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pushing it. Plus, it's still pretty early in the ball game for that amount.
Here's the pitch to Osmo. It is low, 1-0. Schmidt comes set. Here's the next pitch. That one is in there for a strike. 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 gone. Top half, 6th inning. Simmons takes his lead off second. Schmidt with the long pause. Now comes home. That one up high. 2-1. It's a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's inside. 3-1. Schmidt, the 3-1 pitch now to Nate Osmo. And it's down and in. He walked him. So Nate Osmo down at first base. As Nick Varda comes to the plate, and we'll have a mound visit. Let's see if that is the end of the night for Schmidt. He goes out to talk to him. There's 2 gone in the inning. Runners on first and second, 4-2. Grand Lake leads it. Hey, leave him in here. Long mound visit here. I guess we can give you some updated MLB scores. The Nationals defeat the Cubs today 4-2. Reds on top of the Cardinals 3-1 in the top half of the 7th inning in Cincinnati. Padres Pirates delayed currently in Pittsburgh. Tigers and Orioles playing in Baltimore. Orioles on top 2-1 in the top half of the 5th inning in Baltimore. 1-0 Brewers beating the Rays in Tampa Bay in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Indians on top of the Yankees 4-1 in the top half of the fifth in Cleveland. White Sox beating the Red Sox 2-0 in the bottom half of the fifth in Boston. 2-0. Dodgers on top of the Mets in New York in the top half of the fourth inning. 2-0 Astros over the Blue Jays in the bottom half of the second inning. Schmidt stays on the pitch inside. It's a 1-0 count to Nick Varda. 1-1 the score in Atlanta as Marlins and Braves tied up and going to the bottom half of the fourth. Twins beating the Rangers 4-2 in the bottom half of the first inning there in Minnesota. The next pitch bounces. Count goes to 2-0 on Nick Varda. Mariners on top of the Royals 1-0 in Kansas City. Top half of the second inning there. Three other games going to go on later tonight. Rockies, Phillies in Colorado. 8:40 first pitch there. Angels going to play the Athletics at 10:07 first pitch in Los Angeles. That pitch up high. A 3-0 count on Nick Varda. And the last game is San Francisco versus Arizona. 10:15 first pitch in San Francisco. 3-0 count on Nick Varda. Here's the pitch and taken all the way. That one's in there for a strike, 3-1. Runners at second and first. Two gone here in the top half of the sixth inning. 4-2. Grand Lake leads it. Here's the 3-1. That's high and away. Varda heads down to first. Bases loaded. Schmidt staying on for as of now, but let's see. And, yep, that looks like Schmidt's night is done. Bases loaded, two gone. Top half the sixth inning. 4-2. Grand Lake leads it. We'll be right back as we'll go to a timeout here at McBride's Stadium in Richmond, Indiana. 4-2 Mariners on top. You're listening to Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. We're going here in the top half of the sixth inning. Bases loaded for Grand Lake. Pitching change. On to pitch now for the Richmond Jazz. So pitch is down and low. It's a 2-0 count. It's like Can't see the number out there. Looks like number 1. Billy Landman. Pitched on Wednesday for them. Here's the next pitch. That one swung on, grounded, foul. It's a 2-1 count now on Tucker Linder. Linder 2 for 2. Double and run scored his last time up. Singled in the third, walked in the first. Fitzsimmons at third. Osmo at second. Here's the next pitch in there for a strike. 2-2 the count. And Nick Varda at first base. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 gone. Deuces are wild. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one's lifted into center field. Back on a counter. He keeps going back, but he's going to make the catch for the third and final out of the inning. We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. 4-2, Grand Lake leads it. You're listening and watching Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. Bottom half, 6th inning, 4-2. Grand Lake leads it. Jim Wilkerson still on the mound. 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Grand Lake. 2 runs, 4 hits for the Richmond Jazz. Mariners get 2 in the first, 1 in the second. Richmond gets their 2 in the bottom half of the second. And then Mariners come and score 1 in the top half of the 5th inning. Wilkerson on the mound. And up to the plate, Bill Kroll, the catcher for Richmond. Here's the pitch. It's inside, 1-0. Winner goes on to face Lima tomorrow at Simmons Field. Next pitch swung on, I missed. 1-1 in the championship series of the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate Baseball League. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. That one swung on and missed. Wilkerson ahead, 1-2. Kroll on the day, 1 for 2 at the plate. Got a single his last time up. Wilkerson steps back, and now he's going to call out Eslich to the mound. Maybe a mix-up of what they want to call here.
Might be. It's also getting dark here, so you never know if Jim can see the signs or not. I know last night it was pretty difficult trying to see the signs at our place.
One ball, 2 strikes. Wilkerson comes set. 1-2. Swung on a miss. Roll down on strikes. 5th strikeout for Jim Wilkerson. Eric Connor now comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. A single and a run in the 2nd inning. Struck out back in the 3rd. Here's the pause. The pitch. That one fouled straight back. 0-1. Wilkerson looks on. Eslich gets his sign. The 0-1 pitch. Way outside. 1-1. 1-1 is down and in. 2-1. Two one misses as well. Really, Wilkerson has worked ahead of many of the batters. Now he's behind in the count. Eric Connor. Wilkerson comes set. The 3-1 pitch is down low. He walked him. So first walk issued by Wilkerson. He did hit a batter back in the 4th inning. Jordan Stacy comes to the plate. He's at third base for the Richmond Jazz, and he's 1 for 1, double and a run scored in the 2nd inning. It was hit by pitches last time up. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, lifted, foul territory, right-hand side. Linder giving chase. Not going to come up with it. Going to end up being a strike on Stacy. I don't know if for Lima, you want to face Richmond or us. For Grand Lake, we've always played them very tough, even though the Lima Locos came out with the series or season win total over us. But Richmond, they tied with them. But Richmond, they're getting depleted with their players. Some going home, and a lot of them have gone home since that Loco series. Now here's the 0-1. That one swung on right center field. This one looks like it's going to get down in the gap, and it is. Stacy on his way to second base, and he's going to be in there with his 2nd double of the day. Runners on 2nd and 3rd with 1 gone here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. As of right now, no action in the bullpen for Grand Lake.
Yeah, but back to what you're saying, we've played Lima pretty well throughout the whole year, and I think Richmond swept Lima 10 this season. I think it was.
They split the series 1-1. Yeah,
they played them pretty well.
That pitch swung on and missed. 0-1 count. Yeah, you got to look at that series and step back a minute and see that there's players from the Jazz that were on that roster at that time that are no longer here. That one is swung on, and that one's hit pretty well right field, and this ball is gone. Richmond has taken a 5-4 lead here in the bottom half of the 6th inning off a 3-run home run from Jack Holden. Much like the Mariners did to the Copperheads. On Tuesday night, the Jazz are doing to the Mariners here. On August 4th, they now take a 5-4 advantage. A 3-run home run from Jack Holden. The Richmond Jazz now lead it. Their first lead of the ball game. Chase DeBonis comes to the plate. He's the designated hitter. Wilkerson comes set. Here's the first pitch to DeBonis, and that one's outside. 1-0. He's 1 for 2 on the night. RBI single in the 2nd, struck out swinging in the 4th. So, seems like the worm has turned here. The next pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Wilkerson comes set. Here's the pitch. That is inside, 2-1. Still no one up. Getting loose for the Mariners. A walk, a double by Stacy, and then a 3-run home run from Holden. And a rough go at it, top of the 6th. Now Brantley Cronette comes out and starts jogging to the pen. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one swung on, popped him up. Looks like this one's going to be playable. Linder in foul territory makes the catch, and there's 2 gone. So 2 gone here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Brad Burkholder, The left fielder comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He grounded out to third in the fourth and popped out to short in the second. So Brunette warming up. Wilkerson going to look to get out of this inning here. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, fouled off. An 0-1 count. Nothing in. 1 the count. Here's the next pitch. That one swung on, grounded to second. Womack over, gathers it, throws on to first, ends the inning. But the Richmond Jazz, with a through-run home run from Jack Holden, have taken a 5-4 advantage here in the ballgame. Mariners coming to bat when we come back. You're listening and watching Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. It seems like we have a good one in store. R.J. Williams comes to the plate to lead things off here in the top half of the seventh inning. Mariners going to have to come back now. They're down 5-4. Three-run home run from Jack Holden in the bottom half of the sixth inning, giving the Richmond Jazz the lead. Here's the line in the pitch. R.J. swings and misses for a strike, 0-1. Williams 1 for 3 at the plate on an RBI single back in the first inning. 4 runs on 9 hits for the Mariners, 1 error, 5 runs on 6 hit for Richmond. R.J. Williams bunt this one down the third base line. Stacy throwing on the run. He falls down still in time. What a nice play from Stacy, and there's one gone. So Stacy makes a pretty good play on the third base line. There's one gone now here in the top half of the seventh inning. Cole Womack now steps to the plate. Here's the line, the pitch by Lehman. He pitches that one outside. It's a 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on this one's line right back up the middle. Base hit for Cole Womack. His second of the day. Runner on first now, one gone. Tom Eslich coming to the plate. He's 1 for 2 at the plate. Popped out to short his last time up. Singled in the second, walked in the third. Olmec at first, one gone. Top half of the seventh inning, 5-4. Richmond leads it. Here's the pitch. That one bounces. That one's going to get back to the backstop. Womack on his way to second. He looks on at third, about halfway, and then stops and goes back to second. Realized he probably would have been thrown out there, but runner in scoring position now for Grand Lake. It's 1-0 count on Tom Eslich. Tying run at second base here in the top half of the seventh inning. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 gone. Womack at second base. 5-4. Richmond leads it. The next pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Goes to 1-2. The 1-2. Oh, that's a curveball that got Eslich looking. Beautiful pitch right there from Lehman. And there's 2 gone. And Steven Fitzsimmons steps to the plate. Fitzsimmons comes to the plate. 1 for 3, single his last time up. That pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Lehman comes set. The 0-1 pitch swung on. That one's fouled off the end of the bat behind home plate. Fitzsimmons down 0-2. Womack at second. He reached on a single in the center field and got down to second base on a wild pitch. Here's the 0-2 to Fitzsimmons, high and away. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 gone. Top half the 7th inning. Lehman comes set. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Fitzsimmons goes down on strikes. And we'll be going to stretch time here in Richmond, Indiana, with the Jazz up by a score of 5-4. You're listening and watching Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. Bottom half of the 7th inning, 5-4. The Richmond Jazz lead it. They get a 3-run home run in the bottom half of the 6th inning from Jack Holden to put them ahead here in the ballgame. Wilkerson back out on the mound for Grand Lake. He came on in the 3rd for relief of Derek Martin. Brantley Crenute has been warming up in the bullpen in case Wilkerson gets into early trouble here. Here's the first pitch. That one swung on. That one's lined in right field. A base hit. So 1 pitch, and Mitch Wilson laces a single into right field. And now Jordan Gillerman comes to the plate. Gillerman 0 for 3, flied out to left field his last time up. Wilkerson comes set. Here's the pitch to Gillerman. That one is in there for a strike. 0-1. Runner at first, no one gone. Bottom half the 7th inning. Battling for a spot in the championship series. Here's the next pitch. That one swung on, popped up, foul territory. Linder near the dugout, and he is going to make the catch. Nice concentration right there from Tucker Linder. There's one gone now in the inning. Andrew Check to the plate. He's been pretty quiet at the plate for the Richmond Jazz. Flew out to left field his last time out. Runner at first, one gone. Wilkerson comes set. Here's the first pitch to Check, and that one's outside, 1-0. Wilkerson at 53 pitches in relief through 4 innings. That one swung, and that one's skied high, out of play. Count goes to 1-1. He got under that one for sure. Had a good one to hit. 1 ball, 1 strike. Check just 1 for 8 in this series. The 1-1. Swung on that one's line to Cole Womack. He's just going to have a play at first. And now there's 2 gone. So 2 gone. Bill Kroll comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3. Struck out swinging his last time up. Runner at second. Fly 4. Richmond leads at bottom half of the 7th inning. So Bill Kroll comes to the plate. Here's the pitch. Allen swung on, fouled off. 0-1. The count here on Bill Kroll. Wilkerson comes set. Here's the 0-1. In there for a strike. 0-2. So Wilkerson ahead now of Kroll. The 0-2 pitch way outside in the other's batter's box. 1-2. Runner at second, 2 gone. Mariners going to need a battle back when they get back to the plate. The pause, the 1-2. Swung on it and fouled away. So Kroll stays alive. And Wilkerson comes set with the 1-2 once more. Here's the pitch, down and in. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. Deuces are wild on the scoreboard. The 2-2 pitch. He chopped him off. That one's a fair ball down the third base line, and Kroll is going to get an infield single. Oh my, he couldn't have bunted that one better. But it was a swinging on the bat, and he got inside of the ball, and he's down at first base. Runners on the corners with 2 gone. And Eric Connor, the center fielder, now coming to the plate. He walked, came around to score his last time up. And still 4 on the night. He's 1 for 2. With a pair of runs and a strikeout in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Bottom half the 7th inning. 5-4. Richmond leads it here. Mariners took an early lead. They were up 4-2 before a 3-run bottom half of the 6th inning. As that pitch misses outside. 1-1. There's the pause, the 1-1, swung on. This one's lifted center field. Fitzsimmons coming in. He dives, and he makes the catch. Fitzsimmons saves a run. And that will be the third out of the inning. Oh my, Fitzsimmons laying all out for that baseball. And we'll go to the top half of the 8th inning. Score still Richmond 5, Grand Lake 4. But with that defensive gem, that saved a run. We go to the top half of the 8th inning. You're listening and watching Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. We go to the top half of the 8th inning. Mariners with 6 outs to work with to at least get 1 run. Richmond 6 outs away from advancing here to the championship series. 5-4. The Richmond Jazz lead it. Joe Isles leads things off here at the top of the order, coming to the plate for Grand Lake. Here's the first pitch to Isles. That's way outside, 1-0. That's going to be Isles, right, Fosmo. Joe at the plate tonight. He's 0 for 4 with a run scored. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's down low. 2-0.
Well, we've been here before, trailing late in the ball game.
And it's the thing about this squad. They are a very good late inning ball club. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one swung on. That one's popped right back. Count moves to 2-1.
We never really get the late inning pressure of a ball game when we're trailing. We just kind of play it the whole way.
The 2-1 swung on, and this one's hit pretty well out to right center field. Back go the right fielder in center field. This ball is off the base of the wall. Isles around second. He's on his way to third. He is going to be in there with a leadoff triple. The tying run 90 feet away from scoring. Joe Isles, like he has done many times before, coming up big for Grand Lake. And now Pat Reif comes to the plate. Big moment right here in the ball game. Mariners with the tying run on third base.
It's a good way to start off the inning right there.
A great way to start off the inning. Pat Reif 2 for 4 at the plate. Infield in. Here's the pitch. That one bounces to the plate. 1-0. You got to be careful if you're Billy Landman. Can't let a ball get past Bill Kroll. It's got to be a wall behind the plate. It's a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and missed. 1-1. A leadoff triple by Joe Isles here in the top half of the 8th inning. Landman comes set. The 1-1. Curveball in there for a strike. 1-2. Landman looking for a huge strikeout right here. He comes set. The 1-2 pitch outside, 2-2. Big moment in this ball game. Top half of the 8th inning, 5-4. Richmond leads it. Here's the next 2-2 pitch, and it's swung on and missed. Reif goes down for out number 1. Big strikeout right there for Billy Landman. And now Nate Osmo comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3 at the plate, but he walked his last time up. Tying run still at third. Fly ball can still bring him in. Landman comes set. Here's the pitch. That's outside. 1-0. David Egner has moved on to the bullpen for the Mariners. Landman comes set. The 1-0. In there for a strike on the outside part of the plate. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. That one is bouncing to the plate. The ball gets away from Cole. Isles to the plate. He is going to score. The Mariners have tied things up here in the top half of the 8th inning. 5-5. The ball bounced in the dirt and ricocheted off to the left-hand side. Kroll gave it his best effort, but he could not get the ball to the pitcher covering. We have a tied ball game here in the top half of the 8th inning. It's a 2-1 count on Nate Osmo. Lemon winds, delivers the pitch. That is down and away, 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch, swung on, fouled straight back. Full count. The line, the pitch, swung on, grounded to short. Gillerman up with it. Takes his time, throws on to first in time, 2 gone. Sorry. 5-5 our score now here in the top half of the 8th inning. Nick Vorta comes to the plate. A pitch inside, 1-0. Nick Vorta at the plate. He is. There's a pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. He's 1 for 2. He's walked twice, though. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That swung on and missed. 1-2. And then Wines delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Florida is still in a 1-2 hole here. The Wine, the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled off the left-hand side. Out of play. Count remains 1-2. The line, the 1-2 pitch, up high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. Deuces are wild on the scoreboard. 5-5. The Mariners tie things up here in the top half of the 8th inning. The wind, the 2-2 pitch. That one swung on. That one's lined right back up the middle, past the diving Mitch Wilson into center field. Base hit for Nick Varda. Oh, Nick Varda with a good AB gets down at first base. Tucker Linder comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3. Flew out to center field his last time up. A pitch up high, 1-0. Guarded down at first with 2 gone. Landman, he comes set. Here's the 1-0. That's outside corner, called a strike. 1-1. Benefit of the doubt going to Landman right there. Very close pitch, but it's the call. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 gone. Here's the next pitch. That one swung on. That one's lined down the left field line. That is going to be a fair ball in the left field. It's going to hit the wall. Varda on his way to third. O'Neal waving him in. Varda coming around third. The ball is cut off the throw to the plate, and it is not in time. Varda gets under the tag. The Mariners have taken a 6-5 lead. Nick Varda gets onto the tag at home plate. An RBI double by Tucker Linder.
That was a very close play right there, but putting bias aside, I really think he did get that call right. I think his foot got in front of the plate before he got the glove down to tag him.
6-5. Grand Lake now on top with 2 runs here in the top half of the 8th inning. R.J. Williams to the plate. And the worm has turned once again. Here's the pitch. That's outside. 1-0. Tucker Linder down at third. Big AB right there. Varda coming all the way around from first to score. Here's the next pitch. Williams pops this one up and back out of play. 1-1. Landman Wines delivers the 1-1 swung on. This one's popped up left field. A can of corn right there for Burholder. But the Mariners score twice here in the top half of the 8th inning and have now taken a 6-5 lead over the Richmond Jazz. You're listening and watching Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. David Egner has taken the mound for the Mariners. Here's the first pitch, swing and a miss right there by Jordan Stacy. 6-5. The Mariners have taken the lead here in the final game of the best of three. The next pitch swung on, popped him up sky high. Cole Womack at second, camps under it, makes the catch. One gone. Mariners 5 outs away from advancing to play their rivals, the Lima Locos, in the championship series of the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League. And Jack Holden comes to the plate. He hit a 3-run home run his last time up. Here's the pitch. That's outside. 1-0. A leadoff triple by Joe Wiles comes to score on a wild pitch. And then an RBI double by Tucker Linder to give the Mariners lead. That one is hit out to left field but slices foul. It's a 1-1 count on Jack Holden. Holden, he is just 1 for 2 with that home run and 4 RBIs. So 4 of the 5 runs coming off the bat of Jack Holden. Here's the next pitch. Outside corner, misses. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 gone. Bottom half of the 8th inning. Egner comes set. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss right there from Holden. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 gone. Egner comes set. The pitch. That one misses. Goes all the way to the backstop. Full count. Egner comes set. The payoff pitch. And that misses. So a 1-out walk issued to Jack Holden. He goes down to first. He's the tying run. Chase the bonus. The designated hitter comes to the plate. 6-5. Grand Lake leads it. DeBonis at the plate now. He's 1 for 3. Popped out to first his last time up. And we have a pitch hitter now as Matt Sykes has now pitch hit for Chase DeBonis. So Sykes comes in to hit. Runner at first, 1 gone. David Egner on the mound. Here's the pause. The pitch. Inside corner, called a strike. 0-1. 6 runs on 11 hits, 1 error for Grand Lakes. 5 runs on 8 hits for the Richmond Jazz. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one is down low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch swung on, fouled off right-hand side. Count moves to 1-2. Egner comes set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Got him looking. Outside corner. Sykes going right back to where he came from. 2 gone. And Brad Burkholder now stepping to the plate. 0-for-3. Grounded out to second his last time out. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. That one swung on. That one's popped back out of play. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, way outside, 1-1. Egner comes set. Here's the 1-1. That one swung on. That one's lifted shallow center field, but Osmo makes the catch. That ends the inning. Just what you needed. A shutdown inning out of the pen from Damon Egner. We go to the top half of the ninth inning. 6-5. Grand Lake leads it. You're listening and watching Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. We go to the top half of the ninth inning. Grand Lake on top 6-5. Ben Nelson is coming on in relief for the third straight day in a row. Mariners looking to add some insurance run right here. That pitch swung on, saw it off Womack. He gets that one down in the right field for a leadoff single. So Cole Womack leads off the inning with a single. Let's bring up Tom Eslich to the plate now. Third night in a row, Nelson coming out of the pen, and he's done well enough for the Jazz this year. He hasn't pitched all that much, pitched probably an inning or two in relief in both those games, but 3 days in a row, it's a lot of work because you have to warm up and then throw some pitches after that. The next pitch bunted down the first base line by Eslich. The sacrifice is going to work. As nice job right there by Eslich to do his job. There's one gone in the inning. Now a runner in scoring position for Grand Lake. Steven Fitzsimmons is to the plate, 1 for 4. He struck out his last time up, singled, and stole a base in the 7th. In the 6th inning, that was. There's the pitch. That one is outside corner, called a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, it's tough coming back to back days. But he seems like one of their best bullpen arms.
Here's the 0-1 pitch to Fitzsimmons. High chopper up the middle. Gillerman right behind second, gathers it, throws on to first, and beats out Fitzsimmons. And there's 2 gone, but Womack wisely moves up to third. We go back to the top of the order. Joe Wiles to the plate. Triple, and then scored on a wild pitch to tie things up in the 8th inning. He's up again here. Bill Kroll once again needs to be a wall if Richmond wants to keep the game right where it's at. 6-5, Grand Lake leads it. 2 gone, top half of the 9th inning. Nelson comes set. Here's the pitch. Isles takes in there for a strike, 0-1. This best of 3 series coming down to the 3rd game has been all we have asked for. Here's the next pitch. That one swung on. That one's lined into right center field. That is going to get down for a base hit. The Mariners have gotten an insurance run here in the top half of the 9th inning. An RBI single from Joe Wiles. And once again, Captain Clutch.
Does it again. That was important. We needed another insurance run going into the bottom of the 9th. And Joe does it again.
Pat Reif coming to the plate, 2 for 5 at the plate tonight. 7-5, Grand Lake leads it. Nelson comes set. The pitch. Swung on. This one's right back to Nelson. He stabs at it, knocks it down, flips on to first in time, ends the inning. Mariners 3 outs away from advancing to the championship series. They add an insurance run here in the top half of the 9th inning off an RBI single from Joe Wiles. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. You're listening to Grand Lake Mariner Baseball right here on YouTube. Bottom half 9th inning. Mariners 3 outs away from going to play Lima in the championship series. The first game would be tomorrow at 7:05 at Lima. Damon Egner on the mound looking to get the 6-out save. He's going to have to go through the top of the lineup for Richmond. Here's the first pitch. That one is outside, 1-0. Mitch Wilson at the plate. He is 1 for 4. Egner comes set. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one swung on. That one's lined into left field. R.J. Williams coming on. Does he make the catch? No, it drops in there for a base hit. So Richmond going to bring the tying run to the plate here with Jordan Gillerman. Tough play for R.J. Williams. He tried to make the catch, but couldn't come up with it. Good idea to just keep it in front of you. Gillerman 0 for 4, popped out to first his last time up. Egner comes set. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, fouled off, right-hand side. Out of play, 0-1. Gillerman at the plate, runner on first. 7-5, Grand Lake leads it. Egner looks at first. Now he comes set. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The count on Jordan Gillerman. Egner comes set. The 0-2. Inside. Ooh, just missed right there. 1-2. That one didn't miss by very much. Egner comes set. The 1-2. Outside and low. 2-2. Andrew Check is on the on-deck circle. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, popped back out of play. Still 2-2 count. A pause. The 2-2. Outside, full count. All right, first, no one gone. Bottom half the ninth inning. 3-2 count on Gillerman. Egner comes set. The payoff pitch swung on, grounded to third. Isles, he dives, comes up with the ball. The throw on to first. No, he's going to hold on to it. Infield single. Andrew Check comes to the plate, tying run on first base now. So tying run on base, go ahead run to the plate. Andrew Check is the batter. 0 for 4, grounded out to second in his last at bat. Runners at second and first, no one gone. Check to the plate. Egner comes set. Here's the pitch. That one is outside, 1-0. Count. Here's the next pitch. Swung on a miss. Healthy hack right there from Andrew Check. 1-1. The count. The next pitch. In there for a strike. 1-2. Egner gets ahead. Fans getting into it now. The 1-2 pitch. Way outside and high. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Time is called. Egner comes set, the 2-2. Down low, full count. Three-two on Andrew Check. Bill Kroll is on deck. Egner comes set. The payoff pitch. Swung on, grounded to short. When Osmo takes it to second for 1, the throw on to first in time. 6-4-3 double play. Mariners 1 out away from going to the championship series. What a huge ground ball that was for Damon Egner. A payoff pitch. Osmo takes it to second for 1 and throws on to first. Huge play right there as Bill Kroll comes to the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded up the middle. Osmo with it. No, he eats him up. The run comes in to score. Kroll on down at first, the tying run. Tough play right there for Osmo. I don't know if he would have got Kroll at first base either way. So tying run at first. Go ahead run once again comes to the plate. Eric Connor is the batter. One for three. The pitch, swing and a miss. He chases one outside the zone. 0-1. Bottom half the ninth inning. Nothing to one the count, two gone. 7-6 is our score. Grand Lake on top. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one bounces by Eslich. Runner moves up to second base. Eslich can't get it. So tying run goes into scoring position on the wild pitch.
This is where you just need to focus on the batter and try to get the third out at the plate. Don't need to worry about the runner at second. Although he's a tying run, more importantly, the guy at the plate.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 gone. Egner comes set. The pitch. Swung on, fouled, straight back. Count moves to 1-2. Richmond down to their final strike. Runner on second, 2 gone. Egner looks on. He comes set. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, chopped in front of the mound. Eslich with it. The throw on to first. In time, the Mariners are going to play for the championship. They win 7-6 over the Richmond Jazz. Take game 3 of the best of 3 series. We'll be playing at Lima, 7:05 first pitch. Oh my gosh, this game had everything. From lead changes to late inning dramatics. It had you going all the way throughout. The Mariners season stays alive here tonight. And unfortunately, the Richmond Jazz season has come to an end. But what a season they did have. From worst record last year to the best in the Southern Division to taking the Mariners down to their final inning. Mariners victorious 7-6. We'll be playing at Lima, 7:05 first pitch right here on YouTube. You can catch that game. For Ryan Schrobeck, Stephen Morrison, and Kevin McGowan, I'm saying have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.